Hey, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I'm going to say all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh. By Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakatash. Shalom, shalom to Israel out there, the nation of Israel. Much respect to the men pushing the correct doctrine in these times, to the hopeful elect out there scattered abroad. Unlike it to a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David. Peace, blessings, salutations, and to the remnant, men, women, children, shalom, right? Okay, once again, I'm out here through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai to bring out the truth of the scriptures to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as the Israelite foreigners that scattered in all nations among the heathen that will look like all of the heathen nations. Excuse me. Put that over there. To profess the truth of the scriptures, to the whole world, basically. But the whole world, the message is not meant for the whole world. It's meant for the Israelites that scattered into the whole world. You know what I mean? And so as we get closer to the end, you see the prophecies of the scriptures that's taking place. The prophecies of the scriptures is taking place. Matter of fact, let's start out with that happening. And one of the things you're going to see is you're going to see Egyptian against Egyptian or American against American. You know what I mean? And it's lining up all over the place. This Kamala Harris, Donald Trump situation. Everything now is, you got aggressive beliefs on both sides. Whether it's did he do it? Did he not do it? You got the people throw Diddy under the jail, woo, 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 woo. You got the people, did he not? Ain't did nothing, blah, 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 blah. Everything, every topic, everything that's being discussed, no matter what it is, you got people on drag queen reading books in schools. People that's adamant that they should be able to do it. You got people on the other side that's adamant, like, why do y'all even want to, why is drag queen reading books in school even a thing that we have to discuss? It's all in the scriptures, though. Let's go Habakkuk. Start there. Habakkuk, chapter 2 and 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved, right? Surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto the servants, the prophets, right? So once the Lord start dealing with you, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You going to lie? You going to take a bag? You going to come out here and mislead the people? You going to tell them that good fortune and prosperity is all they have to be concerned about in the future? 2, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Yeah. The things written in the scriptures are written aforetime for our learning. And so by the Spirit dealing with you, and by men that the Lord set up to teach the scriptures, the fullness of the scriptures, the understanding, it comes to you through the Spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and by you studying, by you discerning who got the prophecies right and who don't got the prophecies right. The church is not going to tell you nothing that's going on in the scriptures correctly. They'll allude to a few things here and there, but they're not going to give you the full story of the scriptures. Where we going to go? Let's go here first, then we're going to come out from there. Let's go Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of that great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, of that great city. Matter of fact, whole lot when we get back to that one. We go over here real quick. Nice day today, 80-ish. Jeremiah 28:6. Even the prophet Jeremiah said, Amen. Amen. The Lord do so. The Lord perform thy words, which thou hast prophesied. Going back to prophecies of the scriptures taking place. Which thou hast prophesied to bring again the vessels of the Lord's house, and all that is carried away captive from Babylon into this place. Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thine ears, and in the ears of all the people, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old, prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence, right? Great kingdoms, right? Go back to this, right? Revelation 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of that great city, right? So now don't the prophets supposed to come out here and prophesy against great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence? And we speak of this great city right here, America, Babylon the Great, spiritually Sodom and Egypt. And their great bodies and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of that great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified, right? Spiritually Sodom and Egypt, right? So let's get get cracking on the lesson now. Let's go here, Isaiah. Start at 1. Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, right? Saying Revelation 1:7. Every eye shall see him. He come with in a great crowd, in a great cloud. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. There it go. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Right? I did a lesson 2 days ago on a chick. She got caught in the crossfire. And the last she was on the phone while she was in the crossfires. Oh yeah, okay, we still going. She got caught in the crossfires, and she was on the phone talking to her daughter, and the last thing that she said to her daughter was, "Oh, they shooting, Jesus." That was the last thing she said. Then I did a lesson, I think last week, on the fact that over there in India, they throwing out, you see them throwing out by the boatloads. They even had a conveyor belt with them little statues of them different gods or whatever that they have over there in India. They had a conveyor belt of little statues and idols that they was running and dropping into the ocean. Blam, one after another. Blam, 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 as they were celebrating. All of these idols are starting to be found out that they're not idols. Or they're just, no, in fact, they are idols. They just idols. They're not the God. The God that created the heaven. They're not Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. They're the gods of these other nations. Even Cedric Bourget, aka White Boy Jesus. This the idol that the so-called white man set up as the representation of what our Lord and Savior looked like. The finger of God paint. Two, here's the point though. Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. This is where we at now. All of the chaos, the commotion, the fighting, the people. I seen a black woman. It probably was more, but it was a so-called black woman, a sister. She actually went on the internet and made a video calling for somebody to take out Donald Trump. She actually had a video saying that. You know what I mean? It's like it's crazy out here right now. It's crazy out here. Kamala Harris was in Atlanta yesterday. Instead of talking about policies and things that matter, because you know they push it so hard for the so-called black woman to vote for her, because I'm a black woman just like you. So they pushing that agenda so hard. So she go to Atlanta yesterday and she give a little 23-minute speech, and all she talking about is the right to choice, the lead of fetus. This is her main thing. And you have people out there like y'all, they act like it's been stopped. It's still there. It's 64 million ABs since 1971, 73, or well, the 70 something. I forget. But all of those ABs that they done had, 64 million, who's stopping them? Who's stopping them? Who's stopping them? Nobody is stopping them. They doing them at a crazy rate. He ain't even look to stop. Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Yeah, man. Matthew. This one popped in my head. Go with that one. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 3, 2. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily, I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? We read that then we read that come in a swift cloud, right? In Isaiah 19, the Lord shall come in a swift cloud, a chariot, right? What will be the signs of thy coming, right? Yeah. Matthew chapter 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And not the end, 2nd Esdras chapter 6 verse 9, right? Matter of fact, let's get it. The end of the world. World ain't gonna end. The end of this era, the end of this age. The end of the rulership of this great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Second Esdras chapter 6 and verse, let's go. Let's go 5. Second Esdras chapter 6 verse 5. And ere the present years were sought out, and or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned before they were sealed, that have gathered faith for a treasure. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other the end of this era. The Lord coming back in a swift cloud to put an end to the rulership of this great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. And you figure with all of the different sides on everything going here, all of the chaos, all of the turmoil, America's still out there telling every other nation around the world that they need to follow the direction of America. Americans ain't even following the direction of America. You know what I'm saying? Second Esdras 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the part asunder of the times? Going back to what they was asking Yahweh Shai in Matthew the 24th chapter. What sign should we look for? Which sign should we look for prior to you returning? When will you come and return? Is it now? What it say? Acts? I think Acts the first chapter. I think the 8th verse, maybe the 6th. It say, have you now come to restore the kingdom of the Israelites? Second Esdras 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the part and asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world. See, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. Yeah, the end of Esau's world is the end of this kingdom, this great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, with all of these idols that they done set up, all of these different houses of worship, all these different philosophies, all of these different agendas. Even just look at the sticky people agenda. You know what I'm saying? Every other day, every other month or year, pretty much, they add a new letter to it. Now it's up to, I forget, AI at the end or some shit like that. Let's go back to this. Yeah, the end of the world, right? For Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, right? Matthew chapter 24 and get 3 again. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be thy sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Esau's world, the end of Esau's world, his rulership, his kingdom, his dominion. How is the whole hammer of the earth broken? He that stroked the people continuously. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. So when shit break out, if you understand the scriptures, you know a time of trouble is coming. A time like no other. You understand that. So yeah, you gonna pray to have strength in all of that, but you should also take comfort in the fact that, yo, all this gotta happen. For this kingdom to go down, it's gonna go down. It ain't gonna go down smooth. The Lord not gonna come back and lay down this no, the Lord gonna come down and come back and knock this motherfucker down, man. In 1 hour. 7, Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. Nation shall rise against nation. That go back to Egyptian versus Egyptian, American versus American. You got that all over. Even over there in Israel right now, you got small hats against small hats. Some people some people over there is actually getting beat up and snatched up by cops for protesting, which is crazy in itself. They back in the land. They the holy people return to the holy land, and they can't even get along over there. They can't even agree. Makes no sense. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All these are the beginning of sorrow. So a lot more is coming, man. A lot more is coming. And we sit back with anticipation. We, according to his promise, look forward to a new kingdom, the kingdom of Jacob, wherein dwelleth righteousness. So we sit back and we like anticipate. We like, is this gonna be it? Is this the move? Is this the straw that broke Esau's back? Is this the thing that's gonna set it off? That's what we looking back thinking about. There's some water. Figure out which way we gonna go now. Let's see. Here. Let's go. Sodom and Egypt. Let's go down there, man. Let's go Sodom. Ezekiel. When we get back to Egyptian or Egypt. Ezekiel 16. Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse. Her sins more than Sodom. Yep. Let's go. It's talking about Israel, because every place Israel, you know, go Israel always going after the ways, the gods of Egypt, but they're also on the same breath. Matter of fact, let's get that one, Psalms. In Psalms 50 and 16. Yeah. And the heading over it says, God sees and punishes wicked acts. Psalm 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, and we understand that Esau is the border of wickedness, right? Malachi chapter 1, verse 3 and 4, the border of wickedness, right? But unto the wicked, and Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And so, back to spiritually, that great city, which is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, is wicked. But unto the wicked the Most High saith, But unto the wicked the Most High saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Yeah. The wicked done, like I said, they over there representing themselves as the people of the scriptures. They set up Serge Bourget. Serge Bourget. You know what I mean? They set him up to represent the people of the scriptures. This kingdom, this nation is so-called set up in the teachers after the teachers of the King James Bible. So because now you want to act like and represent yourself as the people of the scriptures, you got to carry yourself. You got to carry that burden. So now back to Ezekiel 16 and 48. 47. Yet hast thou not walked after their ways, nor done after their abominations, but as if that were a very little thing, thou was corrupted more than they in all thy ways. Going back to what I was saying, Israel, in this kingdom, you got Israelites going after anything out here that they put out here and say it's cool to do. Israel going after. Israel going after. Women with multiple husbands. the Rainbow Crew, Israel going after that. Voting, Israel going after that. Wicked ass parties like P. Diddy, the system that Esau set up. I was seeing one thing where the dude said, he said, yo, I went to one of them parties. And he said, you know, I wasn't supposed to be there, you know, overweight guy, you know, with a little boy. I wasn't supposed to be there, but he was there with the DJ. So he there with the DJ, and so he got to go to the bathroom. So he say he can't find a bathroom, and he wandering downstairs, and then, you know, start opening doors, and he opened the door, and he see Puffy. I forget who he said was the other guy. They laying on a big ass bed with a bunch of other men laying around, shirts off, and they drinking Hennessy. He said Puffy and the other dude laying in the kind of spooning. He said, and sharing a cup of Hennessy. And he said when he opened the door like this to look, he said Puffy eyes caught his eyes and everything like that. So he said the security guard kicked him out. But the point was that he said, it looked like if you go back to the Roman times, how you would have the Romans laying around and this and that and the men laying around or whatever. He said it looked like pretty much a prelude to an orgy about to jump off with nothing but men in the room. And that go back to Israel going after the customs of the other nations. Like Puffy didn't start that shit. Puffy didn't start that shit. That's the same shit Epstein was doing. What about Epstein list? And even taking it to R. Kelly. Okay, if R. Kelly was the biggest trafficker of underage girls, who was he trafficking to? You know what I'm saying? Who was the buyers? If R. Kelly was the seller, if P. Diddy is trafficking and for prostitution and this and this and that, who was the people who was his clients? Who was his clients? Where's that list at? We still waiting on the Epstein files to come out. They still ain't releasing. Ezekiel 16 and 48. As I live, saith the Lord power, Sodom died, and ain't nobody taking up for Diddy. Fuck him. You did all that shit to get up there. You didn't have to be a billionaire and have all that shit. You could have just went for being successful. No, you wanted to be on top of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? You took the fucking program that they said, yo, this the program. If you run this program for us, and you be the go-between for us with your people in the rap game, you be the go-between for us, then you gonna get success. You fucking took the ball and ran with it. So ain't nobody taking up for him. You get what you deserve. Ezekiel 16 and 48. As I live, saith the Lord power, Sodom thy sister have not done. Sodom thy sister have not done. She nor her daughters, as thou hast done. Thou and thy daughters, nothing new under the sun. So just like in the past, this Egypt with oppression and Sodom with perversion, this great city is going after these ways. And so the signs of this place crumbling is the Lord gonna put the spirit on everybody. A perverse spirit was mingled in Egypt. The Lord gonna put this spirit on everybody to go against everybody, and that's one of the signs of this place coming down. One of the signs. Prior to the Lord cracking the sky. And that's it for this place. She nor her daughters, as thou hast done, thou and thy daughters, behold, this was the iniquity of thy sister Sodom's pride. Fullness of bread and abundance of idleness was in her, and in her daughters, neither did she strengthen the hand of the poor and needy. And they were haughty and committed abominations before me. Therefore, I took them away as I saw good. And so you go back to the another thing that they got that they pushing to push that divide, the American against the American, is this thing with the immigrants. They got it now to where, you know, just look at Chicago. They giving the immigrants $9K, allegedly $9K a month, providing them for houses. In California, they giving them $150K that they could use towards a house. In New York, the things that they doing. Meanwhile, you got the so-called blacks out there, Israelites, because it's still Israelite against Israelite, Venezuelan. They're Israelites too, but so they pushing the black against Venezuelan thing. You know what I'm saying? And they showing all of them videos are going viral of the Venezuelans doing this and the Venezuelans doing that, and the black Americans, oh, I'm not gonna do this. They not coming out here with that, and we going this and that. They pushing this division. Esau behind it doing on both sides, pushing the division. Ezekiel 16 and 50. And they were haughty and committed abominations before me. Therefore, I took them away as I saw good. Let's go 52. Keep reading. Neither hath Samaria committed half of thy sins, but thou hast multiplied thine abominations more than they, and hast justified thy sisters in all thine abominations which thou hast done. Thou also, which hast judged thy sister, bear thy own shame for thy sins, that thou hast committed more abominable than they are more righteous than thou, yea, be thou confounded also, and bear thy shame, in that thou hast justified thy sisters. When I shall bring again their captivity, the captivity of Sodom and her daughters, and the captivity of Samaria and her daughters, then will I bring again the captivity of thy captives in the midst of them, that thou mayest bear thine own shame, and mayest be confounded in all that thou hast done, and that thou art comforted unto them. Yeah. This one got me thinking about this. Israel getting punished with Egypt. Israel getting punished with Egypt. 30, Isaiah 30. Yeah, let's go Isaiah 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, right? But not of my spirit, right? Didn't it say, we started off, that great city which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. So Israel, the Israelites here in Egypt, is not in the spirit of the Lord. They in the spirit of Sodom and Egypt. But not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down unto Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Israel is confused like a motherfucker in Egypt right now, man. Think about it, man. That going back to that chick, that sister that was driving home, 7 kids, driving home from work. It got caught in a crossfire shootout. Oh, they shooting. Jesus, get me through it, Jesus. That's the last thing she said. She ain't call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahusha. Your rock, that tower, that strong tower, the righteous runneth into her and is safe. The word done went out. Everybody done heard about the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody might not have heard about the true, correct teachings of the Israelites, which GMS gives you, from the apostles on down. But everybody, whether you done seen motherfucking Bishop Nate and them on TV marching, wildfiring them on TV fighting at a Palestinian parade. What else? Oh, IUIC and ISUPK fighting out there. Everybody done heard about the Israelites. Everybody done heard about the Israelites. Everybody. So yeah, Egypt, yeah, that shadow of Egypt. Let's go. Let's get that 2 Peter. Let's get that. Shadow of Egypt and spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Egypt, right? And the Lord gonna take this place down, man. The Lord gonna take this place down. Let's go 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 4. For if the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. Even reading that small passage right there, you know, if you say you but still believing in hell as a place, right, where a dude with red skin tight clothing on, spandex, or a red Brooks Brothers suit with the red tie, horns and all that, right? If you still believe in that hell is that place, right? Wouldn't you going to hell be punishment, right? Wouldn't that, ain't that how it work? If you go to hell, ain't that your punishment right there? So let's read it. Watch this. See where the thought came from. For if the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down into hell, so they cast down into hell, they punished, right? Watch this. And delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. Ain't going to hell their judgment? So the Lord cast you down into hell, chain you up, and you just waiting there for your judgment in hell. Crazy. 5. 2 Peter 2 and 5. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemning them with the overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly. Making an example unto those that live ungodly. And so if we in that great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, the Lord said that I did that to Sodom for an example unto those that want to live after live after the ways of Sodom and Gomorrah in the future. So judgment is coming to this place. Judgment is reserved. This place is reserved for judgment. Let's keep getting it. Let's go. Amos chapter 4. Let's go Amos chapter 4 verse 10. Amos 4:10. I have sent among you the pestilence after the manner of Egypt. Your young men have I slain with the sword, and have taken away your horses, and I have made the stink of your camps to come up unto your nostrils. Yet have ye not returned unto the Lord's, returned unto me, saith the Lord. I have overthrown some of you, as the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. I have overthrown some of you, as the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, and ye were as a firebrand plucked out of the burning, yet have ye not returned unto me, saith the Lord. Going back to trusting in Egypt, the spirit of Egypt. Trusting in the spirit of Egypt, trusting in the strength of Pharaoh. And so ultimately, it's going to be turned Egyptian against Egyptian. American against American. Shit, we got people against us. I had a motherfucker call me again. I hadn't got a call from the cracker. Edomite called me, threatened me again, you know, he called first time he called. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he like, you know, oh, is this such and such? And then I'm like, yeah, fuck you want? And he go, I hate Nick, and I hear he was getting ready said. I hung up the phone on him, right? So I blocked him, but then he got checking my messages, you know, later on in the week. And he like, yo, I love to rape in babies. I love to do this. I can't wait to do this and this and this and this and this and that. Yeah, Egyptian against Egyptian. You got people against us right now. And I ain't worried about it, man. I ain't worried about it. You know, not gonna let you come up and do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? If I could stop it, and if I'm out here doing the work of the will of the Lord, doing the work, I ain't worried about the Lord letting you come up and do nothing to me. So, you know, like Tony Montana said in Scarface, you want to make a move, you make a move. I don't give a fuck. All them threats on the phone, man. Miss me with that. Miss me with that. I am not worried about nobody. Y'all, oh, we gonna do this. You gonna do it, do it. You wanna do it, do it. Amos chapter. Let's read. Let's keep reading. Amos chapter 4 and 12. Therefore, let's read 11 again. I have overthrown some of you, as the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, and ye were as a firebrand plucked out of the burning, yet have ye not returned unto me, saith the Lord. Therefore, thus will I do unto thee, O Israel, and because I will do this unto thee, prepare to meet thy power, O Israel. For lo, he that formeth the mountains and created the wind and declareth unto man what is his thought, that maketh the morning darkness and tread upon the high places of the earth. The Lord, the power of hosts is his name. Yeah, man. Prepare to meet the Lord, man, because you trusting in Egypt. This place is going down. This place is, like I said, is destined for judgment. Destined for judgment. Let's get that Isaiah 1 and 3 and 9. Let's get that. Let's go 1 and 9. Nah, let's get through it. Like I said, let's right here. Isaiah 3 and 9. The show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declared their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. They proud as hell out here with their celebrations. They got Pride Month. They got Pride Month. Over there, the so-called people of the Bible, the self-proclaimed people of the Bible, that's over there in the Holy Land right now. They have a big, large-ass Mo parade every year. All types of debauchery going on over there, man. They not shamed. They not hiding it. They all out in the open with that shit now, man. Remember they used to call it coming out the closet? Shit. The whole world out the closet now. The whole world out the closet. Word up. Craziness. You got the brat with her bullshit. Everybody doing what everybody doing. Puffy. Dude even said, the dude was like, yo, the reason Puffy really in his jam because he was trying to hide the fact that he was Mo, that he was Rainbow. That's the whole, he said, and it made sense. He said, you trying to keep it a secret instead of just coming out and living your thing. He said, look at RuPaul. RuPaul come out and RuPaul is a boss. TV show and all that. Ain't nobody got no problem with RuPaul, but because you was trying to still maintain that appearance, that persona, that facade, so now you start doing wicked shit to blackmail people to keep your secret. You probably one of the reasons you whooping Cassie ass, because you want Cassie to come get down with you and another guy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, that make a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Isaiah 3:9. The show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declared their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves, right? So going back to spiritually Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord was crucified, right? This city, the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Yeah, Lord gonna destroy a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all Latin tribe Israelites, y'all amigos, y'all gonna get destroyed too. Yeah, because they think, they see, they laugh, they mock and scoff right there like Jake. Lord gonna destroy y'all too. Y'all ain't gonna escape judgment. Just because you came over here and you got you a nice truck now, big truck, or you got you a little business. Lord gonna destroy that shit too. Latin boy, the Latin tribes, boy, y'all a mess, boy. Y'all a mess. Hey, come here. They do the same shit. They be in the same spirit as Ham, Elon, the Indian, the Africans. Them countries, India like shit. A fucking shithole. A trash, rat infested, nasty hair follicles in their food. They stirring up their food. Nasty as hell. But then they come here and cause they Indian, they better than us. Because you from Africa, you better than us. What, motherfucker, your village out there that you came from? Same thing with the Northern Kingdom. They get here, and because they got a little success here, they think they better. Lord gonna destroy a lot of y'all too, man. Only the elect making it out of this place, man. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 10. Say ye unto the righteous, and don't say, oh, he one of them black only. And hell no, I hate niggas too. You 2/3 niggas gotta go. Drill rapping ass niggas and all of this shit. Pants hanging off your ass, sagging off your ass. You niggas gotta go too. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 10. Say ye to the righteous, that it shall be well with them, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. Woe unto the wicked, Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? Malachi 1:4. They shall call them the border of wickedness. The Lord will gonna have indignation with them forever, right? Isaiah chapter 3:11. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill for them, for him. For the reward of his hand shall be given him. Yeah, the reward of his hand shall be given him. So yeah, the reward that's due for this place, one of the things that's coming, the reward of Egypt is Egyptian against Egyptian. The Lord gonna mingle, matter of fact, let's get that. I'm right here in Isaiah, let's get it. Mingle a perverse spirit. I try not to get as aggravated as I used to. I try not to get as aggravated as I used to. Let's go Isaiah 19 and 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So everything that Egypt tries to repair this place, it say Babylon shall not would be healed, but she shall not be healed. Nothing that's done here is going to be healed. All of the things that they try, the things that they attempt, as they get closer and closer to the end, it's not going to work, man. It's not going to work. How you in a truck, and your truck is you know what I'm saying, you in the mud and your truck is spinning like this, and it's just spinning mud. You can't get out. That's Egypt right now, man. Let's go. Let's keep getting it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go 10. Luke chapter 10, verse 10. Red letter. This is Yahweh Shah speaking. But unto whatsoever city ye enter, that great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. We started off with that, right? That great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, right? But unto whatsoever city ye enter, and they receive you not, go your ways out into the streets of the same, and say, even the very dust of your city, which cleaveth unto us, we do wipe off against you. Notwithstanding, be ye sure of this, that the kingdom of the Most High is come nigh unto you. But I say unto you, that it shall be more tolerable in that day for Sodom than for that city. So it was more tolerable. Sodom was destroyed. 5 cities was destroyed like that. And this city, this great city, which is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, it's going to be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah than it's going to be for this place. This place is lined up, man. This place is lined. The Lord done lined this place up perfectly. Perfectly. As a matter of fact, let's go over there. Lord done lined this place up perfectly. And it would be, imagine, ain't nobody gonna be able to do nothing anyway. But imagine Kamala Harris as the president, her bird brain. Imagine her as the president of the United States when the Lord cracked the sky. Imagine Kamala Harris as the leader of this place when the Lord cracked the sky, and she got to make decisions. Your commander-in-chief. Yeah, okay. Let's go. 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 1. Woe unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. So yeah, so these plagues that's written in Second Esdras, the 16th chapter, is talking about this place, man. Let's talk about this place. 2, gird up yourselves with the cloth of sack and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. For your destruction is at hand. Wow. Wow. Like my man. My man, that be doing the Jamaican brother that be doing the food reviews. He'd come in the screen and be like, wow. Yeah, man. Let's keep getting it. Let's go down to 18. 15. Second Esdras 16:15. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. The plagues, one of the plagues of the scriptures is Egyptian against Egyptian. No way, it's going to be no way around the plagues of the scriptures. The judgment that's set for this place. Woe to me, woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famines. Did we read that in Matthew? We read that in Matthew the 24th chapter, where the Lord said these are the things to look for before his return, before his coming. The tribulation. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famines and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. We read in Luke. Then we read in Luke that city that will not hear you, will not turn from their sinful ways. They are not going to turn from their sinful ways. Why? Because this place, even though they out the one side of their mouth, they saying that they are a righteous kingdom set up in the teachings and the philosophy of the King James Bible. Out the other side of their mouth, they set up after the teachings and the philosophies and the deities of Sodom and Gomorrah, the Hamites, the Africans, the Egyptians. You could be an Egyptian here. You could be whatever you want here. You could be whatever you want here, which goes against the scriptures. So they're not going to stop. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent for scourges, for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. How many recalls you done had lately? Them food recalls, they're growing. The food recalls are growing. Now they already had a boar's head meat recall. Now I just seen that they had another one, the meat that was sold in Publix, Aldi's, I think, Publix, Aldi's, and somebody else. that they just had 2 people unalive from their deli meat. Just have a whole nother line. You got the Boar's Head, and the Boar's Head factory done shut down and everything. But at the end of the day, you know that a lot of these factories, they making the same, like say ketchup, for instance. You'll have it's the factory that makes Heinz ketchup. So they put Heinz ketchup, slap the Heinz sticker on it, and they package it up. Then that same factory will turn around and they making shop food club ketchup. The same fucking thing, same fucking red. They might change 1 or 2 things on the recipe. They might not. And they doing the same thing. Same thing with the meat. You will have somebody that's processing the meat for, say, this chicken, this poultry farm, but then this other person over here that's not organic chicken or whatever, his shit is being processed in the same place. That's why you have all of these companies recalling the same products, because they all being made in the same factories. So yeah, so you got another meat recall. You got all kind of recalls out there. They even have a recall on house cleaner right now. They have a recall on Fabuloso, and somebody else. I forget who the other company is, but they got it's crazy when all you got house cleaner. You got a recall on house cleaner because that could have an adverse effect on people. It's growing. The things is growing. Second Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. Wow. Let's keep reading. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men, so that one man shall desire to see another man and to hear his voice. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall be hid themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts and in the rocks. Yeah, of the rocks. Yeah, man. It's going to be all over the place. It's going to be people going off, going crazy, man. And once the famine start or whatever the case may be, people going to start going up in people's houses, man. Those types of things going to take place, man. People going up in people's houses and this and this and that. Shit, they already doing it with the door deliveries, with the door deliveries and all of that shit. Ring camera videos, you see people showing up to people's houses trying to say, I done seen where one tried to Northern Kingdom, Latin dudes talk about knock, we electricians. I seen one where the dude was saying we electrician. I seen another one where he said we a delivery worker. I seen one trying to get in, talk about police. I seen one dude come up to he didn't even try to say he was nobody. He came up to the door in the middle of the night with his gun out, and he used his gun to knock on the door. So the things is already happening, and it's only going to get worse and worse. It's only going to get worse and worse. tribulation. Acts chapter 7 and 24. Let's start at let's go 22. Acts chapter 7 verse 22. And Moses was learned in all the wisdom of the Egyptians, and was mighty in words and in deeds. And when he was full 40 years old, it came unto his heart to visit his brethren, the children of Israel. After seeing one of them suffer wrong, he defended him and avenged him that was oppressed and smote the Egyptian. Nothing new under the sun, man. Nothing new under the sun. They were written aforetime for our learning. So trusting in Egypt, trusting in our oppressor, sooner or later when judgment comes to this place, you're going to be judged with the oppressor. You're going to be judged with the Egyptian. Let's go. Drop down to, let's go 32. Acts chapter 7 and 32. Saying, I am the power of thy fathers, the power of Abraham, and the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. Yeah, nobody else. Nobody else. So we supposed to be in the spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, not in the spirit of Egypt. Because if so, when that perverse spirit get to mingling, you don't know how it's going to affect you. You don't know when it's going to come, when judgment going to come for you. Give them warning from me. Scriptures say too, it say a sword is sharpened. 33. 32 again. Acts 7 and 32. Saying, I am the power of thy fathers, the power of Abraham, and the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. He would put by Esau. Then Moses trembled and durst not behold, and said, the Lord to him, put off thy shoes from thy feet, for the place where thou standest is holy ground. I have seen the affliction of my people, which is in Egypt, right? I have seen the affliction of my people, which is in Egypt, and I have heard their groaning, set a mark upon the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. In the midst of where? In the midst of this great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. I have seen the affliction of my people, which is in Egypt, and I have heard their groaning, and I have come down to deliver them, and now come, I will send thee into Egypt. Yeah. And so we was reading in Isaiah, right? Matter of fact, let's go back to it. Let's read it again. Isaiah 19:1, right? So just like the thought just popped in my head, just like the Lord sent Moses into Egypt the first time to deliver his people Israel, the Lord sent in his son this time to deliver Israel out of Egypt. That great city which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Watch. The burden of Egypt, Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt. Huh? The Lord coming this time to deliver Israel out of Egypt. The first time the Lord, Yahweh, sent Moses. This time Yahweh is sending his son, Yahweh Shah. I shall not meet thee as a man. Vengeance is in my heart. Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Yeah. So the first time it was Moses. The first time it was Moses being sent by the Lord into Egypt. This time it's going to be Yahweh Shai sent by Yahweh into Egypt. So this place is done, man. This place is done. Let's get a couple more. Yeah, I got that one. Let's get that one. Let's go judgment. Judgment on Egypt. Yeah, come. Ezekiel chapter 29 and 1. 1 and 2. In the 10th year, in the 10th year, in the 10th month, in the 12th day of the month, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying. So, yeah, you get back to, I was thinking, heads talk about keeping the laws, statutes, commandments perfectly. Just right there in that the 10th month, in the 10th year of the 10th month, in the 12th day of the month. Okay, 10 months, right? 10th year. You think that back then they was using the same calendar that they use now? You think they using the same? We using the same calendar now, the same calendar where you was able to tell when the Sabbath was, when the high holy days is. You think they was using the same calendar that we using now? It's by the moon. Go by the moon cycle. That's how you tell. The moon never changed. The moon cycles never changed. 2, this is the point. Ezekiel 29 and 2. Son of man, set thy face against Pharaoh. See, so it tell us also to prophesy against Mount Seir. It also say right here, prophesy against Pharaoh, against Egypt. Their dead body shall lie in that great city, which is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Right? Son of man, set thy face against Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and prophesy against him. And then you know that he sent Moses in, right? So you know it can't be talking about the original Egypt. He sent Moses in to do that. He sent Moses in. He sent Moses, Aaron. He sent Moses in to prophesy against Pharaoh. So we'll have to be talking about another Egypt, right? Son of man, set thy face against Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and prophesy against him and against all Egypt. Speak and say, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, the great dragon which lieth in the midst of his rivers, which hath said, my river is mine, mine own, and I have made it for myself. Yeah, man. The pride of Esau shall deceive thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. Let's keep getting it. Let's go. That one. Let's go 2 Kings 18. Let's get up in there. Nothing new under the sun. Just like in before, it's just like what's coming. This place going down, down, down. Down, down, down. And trusting in Egypt gonna have you going down, down, down with Egypt. Right? Going back to Israelites trusting on Egypt, right? Let's go 2 Kings 18 and 21. Second Kings 18 and 20. Thou sayest, but they are but vain words. Yeah. That shit ain't gonna happen. The stuff they talking about is for a far time off. It's over there, man. That stuff ain't gonna happen no time soon, man. Them heads been out there. He been out there for years. That brother, he following some men that been out there for 40 plus years. Them dudes don't know what they talking about. Matter of fact, let's hold that. Let's hold that thought. Let's get that to back that up. Hold that one. We gonna go back to you. That's what they say. Ezekiel chapter 12 and 22. Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? Tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. For there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. For I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word, and I will perform it, saith the Lord power. Yeah. Israel don't think shit sweet. Israel thinks shit sweet. Israel don't think it's gonna happen. This kingdom gonna go on forever, man. Kamala Harris gonna get elected and she gonna do 2 terms. And you bugged out if you think this place got 8 years. Hey, you bugged out. This place going down fast, baby. 26. Again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesied of the times that are far off. Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord. Yeah, man. That's how Israel feel. Israel like, man, get that shit out of here, man. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. Go back to it. 2 Kings 18 and 20. Thou sayest, but they are but vain words. I have counsel and strength for the war. Now on whom dost thou trust that thou rebellest against me? Going back to Israel, trusting in Egypt. Nothing new under the sun. So the spirit of Egypt, that spirit of Sodom and Egypt, that's on this place is on the Israelites too. Just like before. 21. Now behold, thou trustest, 2 Kings 18 and 21. Now behold, thou trustest upon the staff of this bruised reed, even upon Egypt, on which if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt, unto whom all that trust in him. And so is Pharaoh king of Egypt unto all that trust in him. But if ye say unto me, we trust in the Lord our power, is not that he whose high places and whose altars Hezekiah have taken away, and hath said to Judah and Jerusalem, ye shall worship before this altar in Jerusalem. Yeah, man. So just like before, just like now. The spirit, this place, this great city, which is set up in the spirit of Sodom and Egypt, Israelites is going after and trusting in the spirit of this place. But when the Lord, back to it, when the Lord mingled that perverse spirit here, that perverse spirit, that perverse spirit dust, that pixie dust, gonna get on you. You get some more water. Got a little hyped up. Let's see where we got. Couple more. We get a couple more. Wonderful day out though. Wonderful day. Let's get it. Let's get it. Tell y'all one day. Let's get Judah. Let's get that Judah. Get those in that line right there. Keep getting. Right, let's go. Instead of trusting in Egypt, right? Trusting in the Lord, right? That's where we left off, right? Let's go. Judah chapter 5, verse 10. But when a famine covered all the land of Canaan, they went down to Egypt and sojourned there. While they were nourished and became there a great multitude, so that no one could not number their nation. Just the same thing here. Just cause you here going back to the northern kingdom. Just cause you here and you flourishing, you don't want to see Israelites don't want to see this place go. They good with this place staying forever. They good with the oppression. Even though the oppression giving you heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, heart attacks, got your kids ADDH, AHH, double D, or whatever the hell they got going on. All of the shit that they got you doing, jumping through hoops, paying taxes on shit you own. You got a car you own, you still paying taxes on it. How the fuck is you paying taxes on it? You know what I'm saying? So all of the things that they got going on here that people are complaining about and say is wicked, it ain't right, the court system, the this, the that, but they still trusting in this place to get it right. This is the only system we got. What else choice we got? Call on the Lord. How about that? 11. Therefore, Judah 5 and 11. Therefore, the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtilly with them and brought them low with laboring and brick and made them slaves. And that got me to thinking about this one, right? Isaiah chapter 10 verse 5. O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, the staff in their hand is mine indignation. And I will send him against a hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a spoil, will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire in the streets. And he even told Moses, when you go back and tell Pharaoh to let my people go, I'm a harden Pharaoh's heart that he won't let my people go. So then when you see this right here in Judah chapter 5 verse 12 and it go 11, therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them. Who had the king of Egypt rise up against Israel? The Lord. The Lord that made the king of Egypt rise up against the Israelites. And the same thing gonna happen here. And go taking it, circling it back to Egyptian against Egyptian. The Lord gonna put the spirit on Esau, and he gonna come down with great wrath. Why? Knowing that he have but a short time, because he know that the Lord is gonna crack the sky with his swift chariots coming into Egypt to get the Israelites out of here. Judah chapter 5 and 11. Therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtilly with them and brought them low with labor and brick and made them slaves. Then they cried to their power. Then they cried to their power. And he smote all the land of Egypt with incurable plague. Then they cried unto their power, and he smote all the land of Egypt with incurable plagues, so the Egyptians cast them out of their sight. Yeah, nothing new under the sun. This one in Luke. Turn to their power, right? Luke chapter 18 verse 6. And the Lord said, hear, this is red letter, hear what the unjust judge saith, and shall not the Most High avenge his own elect which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? Yeah. With the men that's crying and sighing for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. The men and women that's not in the spirit of Egypt. That's in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Understanding that, no matter who they set up there, we don't supposed to be voting for neither one of them. Yeah, you can have an opinion on it, who you think is the best or whatever the case may be. Because at the end of the day, they all might have one or two things that they make a point on. But then for the most part, they all crooked anyway. They all following the agenda. Because one of the agendas on the them stones that was out there in Rosetta Stone that was out there in Georgia was to get the population down. And so what's one of the agendas that Kamala Harris, y'all so-called black woman savior, she pushing is pro-choice. She pushing outside of Outside of her conventions or whatever, her gather, whatever the hell they call them shits, outside the convention, outside of them, she got the Planned Parenthood van set up. But going taking it back, that's one of the agendas of the elites anyway. One of the agendas of the elites is to get the population down. That's why you have all these food type of things where people is unalive and under food allergies and food things and poisons and this and this and that. They all the same thing. Two birds, two wings on the same bird. One side just look better to you personally, but it's still the same thing. Yeah, okay. Got that one. So showing 11. Let's see that. Oh yeah, I know what that one is. Okay, let's go. Ezekiel 23 and 25. And I will set my jealousy against thee. Why? Because you going after the spirit of Egypt. You ain't going after the spirit of the Lord. You ain't in the spirit of the Lord. And I will set my jealousy against thee, and they shall deal furiously with thee. They shall take away thy noise and thy ears, and the remnant shall fall by the sword. They shall take thy sons and thy daughters. That's not Egyptian against Egyptian. And thy residue shall be devoured by the fire. They shall also strip thee out of thy clothes and take away thy fair jewels. Thus will I make thy lewdness to cease from thee, and thy whoredom brought from the land of Egypt, and thy whoredom brought from the land of Egypt, so that thou shalt not lift up thine eyes unto them, nor remember Egypt anymore. Nor remember Egypt anymore. Nor remember Egypt anymore. So trusting in the spirit of Egypt you're gonna end up in a tight spot, man. You're gonna end up in a tight spot. Let's get that second address. That second address. Back to the second address, 15 and 10. Second Ezra, chapter 15 and verse. Let's get one and then jump down. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So we heard that the Lord gonna turn against Egypt, right? The Lord gonna turn against Egypt. How you doing?
What language is it?
Paleo Hebrew, the original language of the world. Paleo Hebrew. You ever seen that before? Them names? You ever seen the names before? Yahweh and Yahweh Shah?
I've seen the English, but I've never seen that form of Hebrew.
Paleo Hebrew.
Yeah.
Because the Hebrew that's spoken now is Yiddish. It's a mixture.
Yeah, that I know that.
Okay.
I tried to take Hebrew once.
Great Millstone. You look up Great Millstone. Great Millstone. They have many brothers that teach Hebrew, the Paleo Hebrew. If you want to learn, study that.
I find the bottom line real interesting. Are they all the same?
What you mean?
Are they all the same person, the same God, or are they different?
No, they're different people. It's the Father, Yahweh, the Son, Yahweh Shai. They are all of one thought. Have one, even the elect. The elect, they all have the same thought process, thought pattern. Huh?
I said my curiosity got me.
All right. Yes, sir. You too, brother. Jake, 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 funny. Jake funny. Jake funny. You try to study Hebrew. Yeah, you try to study Yiddish. You ain't try to study Hebrew. You studying Yiddish. What? Like I said, the scriptures say that. Where is that? Matter of fact, let's get that scripture. Let's get that one. Ezekiel. The scriptures is undefeated. Scriptures is undefeated. Where is it at? 30? Yeah. Ezekiel 33 and 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord. And the Lord speak through his prophets in diverse times, in diverse manners. He spake to the fathers by the prophets, Hebrews chapter 1 and 1, right? And they come unto thee, this is the part, Ezekiel 33 and 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song, and thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. And when it cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. Yeah, man. They come by, man, that sound beautiful, man. That's good. Man, it's a beautiful thing. You out here teaching the scriptures. Oh, man, I was interested in finding this out, and I wanted to know this, and I wanted to know that. But they ain't doing nothing with it. Now what? Now what you gonna do? You were trying to study Hebrew. I told you who to go learn the Hebrew from. Now what you gonna do? But it's all good. Amos chapter 8. Amos chapter 8 and 11. 8 and 10. Oh, man. Yeah, let's go 8 and 10. And I will turn your feasts into mourning, and all your songs into lamentations. And I will bring up sackcloth upon all your loins, and baldness upon every head. And I will make it as the mourning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in a land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. To seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. So it's going to come a time when all that, oh, I was just interested. You know, I'm an interesting guy. I'm interested. And now what? You came over. I told you where to go. Told you the true names of the Lord. Are you going to start using them? You heard it in the English. How could you hear the Paleo Hebrew in the English? How could you do that? How could you look at Yahweh Shai, and Yasharala and go, oh, I heard that before in the English? Jake full of shit, man. Jake is full of shit. Full of shit. But let's get back to it. Jake full of shit. Oh, I heard that before in the English. Full of shit. Yeah, so going back to it earlier, you one of them black, yeah, I hate niggas too. I hate niggas too. 2/3, y'all ain't trying to get it. Hey, man, y'all gotta go, man. And it ain't even me saying it. The Lord said, y'all gotta go. 2/3 of my people gonna be cut off and die on this side. Because y'all are dross to the Lord. Dross, impurities. Ain't thinking about the Lord. This second Esdras chapter 15 and verse 10. Let's go 8. Second Esdras, chapter 15 and 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me. We read that in Luke, the 18th chapter, right? Luke 18, 6 through 8, right? His elect crying out to him daily, right? Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. My people have been led as flock to the slaughter. Behold, my people is led as flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with the mighty hand, Yahweh Shai, and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. See? So it's not the original Egypt. It's talking about this new Egypt, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Talking about this new, it's not talking about the first Egypt right here. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Yeah, Egypt is going to be punished, man. Egypt is going to be punished. The plagues is coming. Your heads. Hey, man, it's all good, man. That's why we out here, man, to be a spectacle. The foolishness of preaching, like last week's lesson. The foolishness of preaching, man. Because tribulation coming to this place, man. Let's get some tribulation. We ended off with that. Tribulation coming to this place, whether you believe it or not. And you can say we don't know what we talking about. Oh, the vision is yet for the far time that he talking about. You can say all that shit, man. We see the signs, man. We see the signs. You can say all that shit. We do not care. We do not care if you don't want to study. We do not care if you don't want to watch a lesson. We do not care if you don't believe or don't want to call on the name. Keep calling on sweet Jesus. Do what you do. Do what you do. Let's go Romans chapter 12 and let's start at 10. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love. And who is my brother and my sister? The one that do the will of my Father. That's my mother and my brother, the one that do the will of my Father. So if you not, hey man, could care less. Do what you do. Do what you do. Be kindly affectionate one toward another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continual, instant in prayer, distributing to the necessity of the saints. Who are the saints? The Israelites are the saints. Give it to hospitality, right? Being patient in tribulation. We understand, confirming the souls of the disciples that we do much patient. Matter of fact, I'm about to cut it up. Let me get it now. That's Acts 14 and 22, right? It's right here by it, too. Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith that we must through much that's where I messed up at. We must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of heaven. Yeah. That we through much tribulation must enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. So you gonna go through tribulation, man. And tribulation gonna come in the form of Egyptian or American against American. It's coming to this place. It's no way around it. You can't hide from it. It's gonna touch everybody, man. It's gonna touch everybody. Tribulation is coming for everybody. Get that, 2 Thessalonians. Let's go 1 Thessalonians chapter 1 and 3 and read that. We are bound to thank the Most High always for you, brethren, as it is meet, because that your faith groweth exceedingly, and the charity of every one of you all toward each other aboundeth, so that we ourselves glory in you in the churches of the Most High for your patience and faith in all your persecutions and tribulations that ye endure, which is manifest token of the righteousness judgment of the Most High, the righteous judgment of the Most High, that ye may be counted worthy of the kingdom of the Most High, for which ye also suffer, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So yeah, if you against this word, you against the Lord. And tribulation, trials and tribulations is coming to this place. And everybody that's against the truth of the scriptures is coming your way. And to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High and that obey not the gospel of our power, of our Lord Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. Yeah. So yeah, tribulation is coming to this place, man. Tribulation, plagues, and all of that, man, etc., etc. And it's no way around it, man. Let me see. Let me get one more. Got that one. Let me end up with that Mark 13. Let me get one more. One more. Mark chapter 13. I looked that one over the other night. Mark 13 and 24. Let's get it. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, Mark 13 and 24. Nah, that ain't it. I was 12 and 24. Let's go 19. Mark 13 and 19. Red letter, Yahweh Shai speaking. For in those days shall be affliction, such as was not from the beginning of the creation, which the Most High created unto this time, neither shall be. And except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. But for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he hath shortened those days, shortened the days. 23. But take heed, behold, take ye heed, behold, I have foretold you all things. But in those days, after that tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, the moon shall not give her light, and the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. Tribulation is coming, man. Tribulation is coming. Then the Lord coming. So you're going to go through it. And part of the tribulation is going to be American or Egyptian against Egyptian in this kingdom. So with that one, man, the water, I'm going to close out. I'm going to say all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakat Madash. Salute to the men out here teaching the fullness of the scripture in these times, to the hopeful elect out there scattered abroad, unlike it to a speckled bird. tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations, and keep pushing his word, keep pushing the truth. And to the remnant, men, women, children, remain spiritual out there. Kwam Yasharah, Kwam Yasharah, and the Bible. Baraka Thumb family. Shalom, Israel. 20.